will they get a game out of Blacklist International? Let's find out as we enter the Land of Dawn.
Throughout all the entire games that Blacklist International has played, they only lost twice. They only dropped 2 games this entire season. Will this be the 3rd and the 4th? Depending on how Omega plays this, you know, that's a probability that they can we can actually expect to happen. Because anything is possible at this point in time. People are starting to figure out how to take down the Blacklist International lineup. As we see the split screen for the top and the bottom lane, Toshi and Oheb.
And right now, though, very early game, start of the laning phase. None of these were just, will go for an aggressive maneuver. I feel like we didn't see it, actually, but Eson is severely low in HP.
Severely low in HP, but doesn't matter. He's an Estus. He can just back off.
Heal up.
Use the regenerate and heal himself up. Look at that.
They're just gonna go back. The moment he hits level 2, it's just gonna get that access to the heal, considering that it looks like he did get the slow first. But let's see if I am correct here. In the mid lane, Blacklist will just exert their pressure. Curteasy has to stay careful here. But, you know, we're talking about a Lu Yi that could definitely just hold that mid lane real good.
And I was actually expecting the Alice to go up against the Harith, but instead it is a Hayabusa against the Harith. You can't blame them. They need to make sure that they get the lead against the Harith, especially considering the fact that the Harith is one of the heroes that really need to make sure that he hits level 4 beforehand. And Kenji on this Hayabusa has been able to bully a lot of the mages back then, even way back before.
And right now, we are seeing that both teams are really quiet. They're not that aggressive compared to other games that we've seen. No early invades, no early skirmishes, just poking around, and no 1v1s up until now. Popol and Koopa just gonna take a bite out of Lu Yi, who wouldn't? And this is just gonna be a very quiet game.
As the turtle will be secured by Blacklist International.
Turtle, though, will be started by Blacklist International. Omega in the way, might be a steal, but looks like the Turtle will be secured by Blacklist.
And Blacklist International on the tail here to get the flicker killed by Edward onto Hayes. Good start there for Blacklist International, securing the Turtle as well. And it is in the hands of Wise on this Granger.
And this is massive for Blacklist. They do get their early lead by getting that turtle buff going to the Granger. And they did get the first blood too in the hands of Edward. That means Edward will have swell time in his lane. Added stack to that Festival of Blood.
Added stack, added damage as the diversion comes in. Not really catching a lot of people there on the top lane. It was a Popol and Koopa Harith in the top lane. And that could have been crucial if they were able to take down Oh My Venus and Oheb.
Yeah.
Could have been crucial.
Could have been crucial, but man, Omega, they're going in for the aggressive rotations right now. They're looking at a very, let's just say, early diversion. That was quite an early diversion. It could have worked, but then again, positioning-wise, Blacklist is playing this very safe.
He's going for the primary target here, which is Oh My Venus on this Popol and Koopa. Not a lot of damage output though from Omega just yet, and we do see a big rotation from them all the way to the top lane in order to contest the Oh My Venus and Oheb combination. Meanwhile, over the bottom lane, a bit of a scuffle there between the Alice and the Lapu Lapu, as the rest of Blacklist International will be joining in on the fray. They might just be able to take down Hayes once again, but they managed to survive. Beautiful pull onto 3. The damage output here was more than enough to deter Blacklist International from pushing forward, but again, that is Essen joining the fray, and the HPs are now back up and running for themselves as Curti is bitten by Koopa. Here comes the Mountain Shocker to deter any additional pushes, and that is a complete disengage by Omega, but they might just get another kill, a kill onto Curti for that matter, and Hayes looking to retaliate here. The ultimate is up from Hayes. They're not going to be obliging any further team fights, but they are positioning themselves near the turtle in order to try to get the steal. The turtle will be stolen away by Hajizi, and Blacklist International will have them pay the price for that as Hayes takes down Edward, pops the ultimate. It's already on the floor here. He's in the process.
Man, that was such a great response coming in for Omega Esports. They steal away the turtle, but looks like Kenji might be in trouble here. The stun does land. Oh my god!
He manages to make it out. No, he almost.
Almost, but almost is never enough. If we sum that up, that's the turtle going to Omega Esports, but Blacklist, they got 3 kills out of that trade as well. So gold-wise, Blacklist actually won. But that's still the turtle going to Omega Esports. At least they stole one away from Blacklist. We're looking at a 1k gold lead for the side of Blacklist right now. And for Omega Esports, they're still gonna try to go for the aggressive maneuvers, but they have to take note that this Alice will need to scale up at some point soon.
Yeah, we will be expecting Alice to go online on the 15-minute mark to be able to really be a factor in this fight. And as far as we can tell, Toshi is actually having a hard time against Edward in the bottom lane. He's not able to farm up real well. He's almost always being forced back under the safety of his turrets. And that's not always a good sign if you're an Alice.
And Alice right now, not that behind in his team in terms of
Shadow
OHEP, though.
OHEP. Bit greedy here from Kenji, but that is good enough to at least force HP back to half HP. Oh, my Venus flickers forward, gets a bite off of Kenji, gets the immobilization up, and Kenji will pay the price for that.
What a great play coming in from Blacklist. The Queen flickering in for the stun just sets up the kill for Blacklist. Right now, Blacklist looks to be in the driver's seat in the early game. It's so hard to kill them. This Estes pick is just giving them so much power around rotations. Even if they rotate for a prolonged amount of time, they just heal up.
And look at the bottom lanes, though, real quick. It's Edward and Toshi just cutting the waves. As S-Sun and Oh My Venus now are low on HP. The supports are just doing their job, just trying to keep the team as alive and as healthy as possible. Turtle will not be secured by Omega. Will be stolen away by Blacklist. Beautiful pull in there by Curtizi, but it's not enough. But the backlines, though, Kenji being the assassin that he is, manages to take down OHEB and Oh My Venus.
Edward, though, very deep inside this fight.
He's
might be just a 2v1, but there he
goes. S-Sun looking for another kill. Kenji going for the fight.
Oh no.
The shadow kill is not available.
Diversion.
The diversion in the back lines. And here comes Kenji. We'll go for Wise, and Omega
might be a triple.
Just be a triple. No, it's going to go to the side of Curtizi, but still, that was a good team fight from Omega.
Omega had proper shot calling in that team fight. Blacklist, they knew what to do, but they did not expect that diversion. In Omega Esports, they're just going at it. It looks like Edward will go for a short 1v1 here. The damage is real. Hayes has to go back. But going back to that fight earlier, Kenji positioned so well. Got so much kills and dealt so much damage in that Omega Esports. Now back in this game.
1 minute until the turtle spawns, rather. It is a crucial objective for Blacklist International to secure as well, to just get a little bit of that bonus gold coming in for the entire team. Bonus experience as well, and Wise has been doing a good job just trying to stay as far back as possible to just soak up a lot of the damage. You know, not soak up a lot of the damage, but be able to dish out a lot of damage in the backlines.
Still, there is a 1k gold lead for the side of Blacklist International. This is still anybody's game right now. Still just one turret for the side of Blacklist International. Omega, they haven't really secured a lot of objectives here. 2 out of 3 turtles already going to the hands of Blacklist, and they are ahead by 1 tower. For Omega, they need to keep up with the objectives. They need to make sure that when they win fights, they transition it to objectives.
And the Blade of Despair finally being picked up by Edward and Wise as well. That is an item spike, and Blacklist International would want to capitalize on that spike. They will start it off by taking the turtle themselves. Hayes looking for...
Oh, diversion in the backside.
Diversion in the backside, yeah. Hajizi and Curtizi in the backlines will take down OHEB. Hayes, low on HP, does still have the ultimate available in order to get a possible stun on the Oh My Venus, and S-Sun on the backside. Oh My Venus low, the shadow kill, not enough damage though, but it's forcing Oh My Venus to back off. Toshi moving away a little bit forward there, forcing flickered out, but meanwhile the backlines gets a stun off. Oh, that's all the members of Omega forcing themselves to go back against Hajizi, and Kenji left alive, and that is another team fight going to the side of Blacklist.
My god, Edward, in that play, Omega Esports started out great. The diversion was sneaky enough. They caught OHEB off guard. But Blacklist, the perfect opportunity came in for Edward. Got kill after kill after kill. The triple going to the Lapu. And now, mid-game, it's gonna go great for Blacklist.
And Man, Blacklist International will just have to snowball from here. We had good insights there, as this instant replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999 pesos.
The diversion, a beautiful diversion coming in from a smart Omega here, but they have to look at the Lapu-Lapu. The moment that stun came in, and Kenji going in as well, they burnt so much already at this point, and Toshi was left alone to tank 4 people. The Lapu-Lapu entrance here, Edward just killing 2 people at once. That's the first, that's the second, and there will be a triple kill here. And man, Edward, beautiful entry, beautiful kills. Overall, just a great play coming in from Blacklist.
And Omega, they're struggling here. They had the early game against Blacklist International. They kind of figured out how to play against the nice one baby meta that the panel has been mentioning earlier on. Just shut down Edson, shut down Oh My Venus before you go into big team fights.
And they forgot to shut down Edward.
They forgot to shut down Edward in the process, able to just pop in with the Chieftain's Rage as Hayes gets the stun onto Oh My Venus, the crucial kill that they need. But Oh My Venus manages to make it out alive. He's good.
Oh, he good, fam.
He good, fam. There's nothing much that he could do there anymore. As over in the top lane, Toshi will just try to find other plays there. There is a bit of a scuffle here in the bottom lane, getting a lot of damage done with that shadow kill onto Esson, but he will just heal himself up.
Yep, and this is the power of Blacklist's lineup. For Omega, they need to get that killer entry coming in from Kenji. We've seen it earlier. Kenji could definitely pull it off. We've seen on how lethal Omega could be in small skirmishes, but when we're talking about 5v5 team fights, Blacklist shines so good. They have Edward for the front line already, with a lot of stacks on that Festival of Blood, with the Flicker up as well. For the next fight for the Lord, this just might be great for Blacklist, but for Omega, one more great diversion could change it all.
And a diversionary tactic is what Omega wants here. Not the Luoyi's diversion, but you know, have some space open for them to be able to secure the first Lord at the very least. Or have Genji split push in the bottom lane, because Hayabusa is a good split pusher as well. So space has to be created. That is the Luminous Lord spawning in the game. Kenji, as I say that, is in a bit of a trouble. Forced to throw out the shadows here, and he will get bursted out. No problems there by Wise.
We have no problem at all. The debuff coming in from the Estes, the slow, the mark, just gives so much power for Blacklist to just pick off Kenji. And now that Kenji is gone, this fight will not go to favor of Smart Omega, but miracles do happen, and it might just be a miracle if they pull it off.
And it is going to be a scuffle in the top lane at the same time, focusing on here on the bottom lane, because Blacklist International are hungry for blood. The Mountain Shocker will be popped out just to deter Blacklist International from pushing any further, and Omega will hold on to this bottom lane tier 2.
As this game progresses, we're seeing that Blacklist is growing in their gold lead, already a 4K gold lead. It might just grow if they win another team fight. The question remains is, will Toshi let this happen? It's already 15 or 30 minutes for the Alice.
Onto Hayes, Esson in the backlines. Here comes the shadow kill from Kenji. Popped in the backlines onto Oh My Venus, and he should be able to shadow out of there. And this is enough to deter and save this tier 2 turret from falling down in the mid lane. Meanwhile, top lane is being pushed out. Lane priorities are in favor of Blacklist International. The Lord is up for grabs.
Mega risky play coming in from Hayes, but Hayes pulls it off anyway. Blacklist, they weren't able to get any kills in that fight, and it was too dangerous for them to take. Mountain Shocker reveals a lot of members here. The turret will go down, and that's a great vacuum coming in from the Luyi.
Yeah, and that is a turret once again saved by Omega. It's only going to take a quick breathe to take it down, but you know, a turret still up, it's still a turret standing.
Yeah, and the turret will give them more map pressure. Even if they have around just 10 HP, literally just one hit away, that's still going to be a turret standing. As you said, Esson, though, might be in trouble.
Oh, Hayes is looking for Oh My Venus, gets a stun up. Do they have enough burst? They do. Kenji's joining in on the fray. This is an opening for Blacklist International to go in for the fight, but they're eyeing out Kenji here. Here comes the Zama Force, but Zama Force is not actually in range for the rest of Omega. There is a three-man stun connecting onto Omega. They're still pushing on their advantage here, and Blacklist International is still coming out on top of that fight.
I love this Luigi interaction with the Estes. When your Estes pulls off the ultimate, you want to keep close to one another. But if the yin-yang stacks just don't match, the Curtizi will just have a fun time just dealing too much damage for comfort. The question is, does he already have the Necklace of Durance? I think he already has.
And that is fatal for Esson. And look at Esson. picking up that immortality. And look at Edward being caught out by 4 members. And here comes the rest of Blacklist International. They are going for Hayes. They get the Chieftain's Rage onto 2. And the Winter Truncheon by Toshi just manages to keep himself alive longer than usual.
What a stun coming in from Edward there. You thought it was caught in 4v1 scenario. Yes, it was a 4v1, but it was in his favor. And right now, Lord will be in the favor of Blacklist International, and it will be marching down whatever lane. They actually don't care, and they will just go in. And this just might be a big shift in power towards Blacklist.
Yeah, it is a mid lane Lord push. And if anything, Blacklist can choose to not walk with the Lord here, focus on the bottom lane to get a little bit more pressure onto the map. And speaking of pressure, they're being pressured by Edward as well. We saw a big rotation there from Omega to really catch them off guard. But this mid lane push might just spark a game-ending clash and a game-winning clash for Blacklist International for that matter. Bottom lane, mid lane inhibitor turn is going to go down, and Omega will focus down the Lord here quite fast, not shipping out the damage there as they try to defend this. Omega still being as patient as possible. They get the chip off of the damage on the HP onto Wise, but really not a lot to work with. Hayes gets caught out. Hayes does have the ultimate available, and if anything, if Blacklist International decides to group up together, Curtisi and Hayes can just enter in on the team fight as the Mountain Shocker will be called. Edward will be forced to flicker out. This turret will fall down. That's two inhibitors going down. Yeah, Edward is low. Hayes in the back lines will try to get the stun up onto Edward. Kenji looking for a kill. Will go just for the stab to take down Oheb in the process.
Well, diversion to the
backlines. That's going to be big. That is going to be a shadow kill. And we'll be able to secure a double kill onto OMG as they're going to try to go for Esson this time around. And they will. They should be able to take down Esson. The immortality will be popped, but who cares? He's out.
Look at Curtisi pulling off the place against Blacklist International. Yes, they lost their mid lane and top lane tower, but that doesn't matter. They got 3 kills out of it. It looks like Weiss would be next. This is going to be a big shutdown kill if Curtisi is able to secure this, but this is just already a kill going to the hands of Toshi. No, Kenji here, and this is a big shift in power for Omega.
Man, that is a big swing. In terms of Omega, it's not a swing in the gold, but let's have a look at the replay brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 30,999 pesos.
This is a very standard defense coming in from Smart Omega. They're just shoving all of their skills, trying to clear all the minions. But look at this. The diversion wasn't expected here. They were dealing damage. They were fighting. They didn't even see the diversion. We didn't even see it. It just happened. It was already there. And the moment that they got into that backside position, Omega, they got 3 kills out of that fight. That defense was great from them. And now Blacklist, they need to stay careful because that gold lead, it's been trimmed down to 3K.
And it is a... The ball is now on Blacklist's court. It's Omega regaining composure in this game. They're regaining the tempo that was stolen away from Blacklist International. Good calls in the team fights, good judgment calls on the diversion going in the backlines. We have to commend Curtisi on that call there. As the Omega squad here will be eyeing out the Lord 45 seconds before it spawns. Blacklist International just waiting for an opportunity to start pushing out the bottom lane to apply that little bit more pressure onto the side of Omega.
Yeah, Kenji has to stay careful here. He is the last member that you want to be down for Omega. He's the one dealing the damage. If Blacklist International does find Kenji in any scenario that ends up with Kenji dying, Omega Esports, they're going to be in for a bad time. But if they start a fight that Kenji is quite healthy, it's going to be great for them. If they find that backside opportunity once again, it's going to be massive. Blacklist International, they have to stay careful.
As careful as they want to be, they will not oblige Omega any windows of opportunity for themselves. Speaking of windows, the diversion in the backlines, but the HP is low for Curtisi to get stunned up onto Wise. He almost take down Wise in the process, but Hayes might just pay the price for that. Kenji looking for a shadow kill. Actually, the shadow kill has already been used up, and Kenji will go down. This is the patience play that we did not want to see from Omega. There was no semblance of patience there. They really wanted to go for the team fight, and now they will pay the price.
They had too much fun with the diversion. they just went in again on the backside and just thought that they would win that, but the damage wasn't enough. And now the Alice has to defend with Hajizi here. This might just be the final fight. Salmon Force is called. The base is going down. A few more hits, and that's Blacklist securing game 1.
We almost thought the smart Omega had this game, but no, it is Blacklist Omega, Blacklist International, and this winning moment is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999 pesos.
The Queen, once again, proves that Blacklist International is one of the more stronger teams in the MPL right now. And with that Popolin Koopa play in the last fight, actually stunning up Kenji in that crucial moment, saving Wise and Esson as well. Key players